Everybody, what's up? My name is Nick, and in today's video, we are going to look at this new tool called Pomelli, offered by Google. I'm going to show you how you can make some videos with cool animations or just general like assets for your website in just minutes. It's free, easy to use, and makes pretty good content. So I'm very excited about this. I'll even show you how to go about adding it to your Shopify store if that's something that you want to do. And please let me know if you have any questions, and let's get into it. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up this link to Pomelli. I'm going to have this link in the description, so you can click on it there, or you can just simply type in labs.google.com/Pomelli/onboarding. And then it's going to prompt us to enter our website. And then it's going to analyze our website and give us the business DNA, which is going to be kind of like the breakdown of what your brand is and what your content should look like. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in my URL. And then you're going to see that it's going to take about 5 minutes or so. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I will unpause it in just a moment. Okay, so it is now complete. You'll see that I have this Your Business DNA section, and it's kind of showing like all the stuff it pulled, right? So like what color schemes are you using, what fonts, taglines. It interprets your brand values, aesthetics, tone, overview. And then it pulls images. So most of these images are from my blogs. So I'm not really keen on them using these, but I'll see. I may have to remove them. I don't want to have to go through that. So I'm going to go ahead and try like this. And let's see what it comes up with. So after clicking continue, I have this option to describe the campaign I want to create, or if I want to just pick from a template, I can do that. So I'm going to look at what they have suggested, and it's really cool because it gives you like a preview of what it already pulled from your website. For my website, which is a Shopify theme development course, it pulls the following suggestions. So new year, new dev stack. That's kind of cool if I would want to do like a New Year's type of theme. Let's see, 3 skills to master Shopify development. Okay, that would be kind of cool. Beyond drag and drop. I think that kind of sounds cool. So I'm going to click that. And you're going to see that it comes up with several like creatives for us, which is kind of cool. And then this is the part that like really blew my mind is you actually have this button down here to animate. So you can click on this, and then it's going to take a couple minutes, but it's actually going to take this asset that they created, and they're going to make it into like this little animated video. So let's see what they come up with. Okay, so it looks like it finished animating that video. So let's take a look. Okay, so that's kind of cool. You know, not exactly what I was going for or hoping for, but I do think that's pretty neat. Maybe we'll try like one more. So let me look. Let me try this one, see what it comes up with. Okay, so it looks like that's finished. Let's take a look at what it came up with. Okay, so like kind of a little creepy video of this AI person typing. So don't love it. I think the first one's probably better, but I actually did this earlier and I found one that I like even more. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. But this is really where you want to experiment and you can play with this. You can go back to campaigns and you can describe like if you wanted to do something that you had in mind, you could do that, right? So this is where you're going to get this animated video. All right. So now the next thing we need to do is we need to actually get this working. We need to plug this into our theme so it shows on our store. So to get this on our store, I'm going to walk us through how to do that. You'll see I'm actually going to be using my local environment here, but you can use your theme editor within the Shopify admin. You don't need to be having a local instance of this. But what you can do, and I'll show this really fast because if you are already using the Horizon theme or a newer theme that may already have a section that kind of works for this out of the box, what you can do is you can go to add section, and I'm using, again, the Horizon theme. If we scroll down to the bottom, you'll see there is this editorial section. Your theme may have one very similar to it, but you can actually use this if you wanted to. So you can click video, and then I'm going to upload this video that I wanted to use, that this was created earlier. And then hopefully we'll be able to have some settings here. So it should be autoplay and it should be on loop. The only thing I don't like about it is it has these audio settings. That's not really what I had in mind. But there are, let's see, there are some customizations that you can make. So, okay, so I could do like full screen height. That's better. It kind of cuts it off though. So not ideal. But you could play with settings and you may be able to get this to work like with an existing section. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, and if you don't have that, don't worry. Just follow the steps that I'm going to show you right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your code. And again, you can do this within the Shopify admin in the browser. You don't need to have this local text editor. But what I'm going to do, create a new file, and I'm just going to call it video animation liquid. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste all the code into this file. So once I do this, I'll save. And then I should be able to come back here and add this new portrait video section. And I can click into it, and then I should be able to add my video. And again, this video was created right here in this lab. It was one of the suggested options. And I did this very quick. So if you play with this tool, I think you're going to be able to create some really cool stuff. And you'll see this is what it looks like so far. I can see the top's getting cut off just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do full screen. And then I'm going to just increase the width of the section just a little bit. Okay, that looks great. And yeah, this is looking pretty sharp. So you can see this video, it just auto plays kind of like a background, which looks really cool. There's a few more options down here. You know, if you would like, you can play with these. I'm going to go ahead and check it out on mobile, and you'll see that it looks pretty good. I'm very happy with that. I think if I was nitpicky, I would probably add just a little bit of padding here. So I may add that. So I'm going to add in this media query here. I'm going to add margin top. I'll just do 10 pixels. So let's give that a try, see if it looks any better. Okay, cool. Now I can see that there is a little bit more separation, which is what I want. So I'm very happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and save, and then I should be able to click on my preview, and also a couple more things. I want to change the text to be something a little bit more applicable, so I would probably say, and for my button, I'm going to do heading, maybe like 3, maybe 2. And then I'm going to edit this button. And let's just say learn more. Yeah, okay. I think that looks good. I'm going to save that. And then I'm also going to move this. This should probably replace my hero banner. So I'm going to move it up to the top. And all right, I'm going to save. And now if I come back to my, so now if I come back and I refresh, you'll see that I have this video playing right here, and it looks pretty cool. It is you know, showing it full screen, and it just auto loops and kind of keeps going, which is really cool. I don't have like the play pause stuff that I didn't want. I obviously have like my call to action here, so you could make this like a lot prettier. This is pretty basic, but I just wanted to show how I would go about kind of doing this, but maybe clean it up a little bit more if you want it to be production ready. I hope that this has been helpful. Again, you may just want to look in your theme and see if there's a section that already exists where you could do this. So I know this split showcase is one that I played with. It seemed to work pretty well, but there could be a lot more. Let me know what you think in the comments if you want to see more tools that I use to create production ready content. I appreciate you watching. I will see you next time.